The Eldora Speedway Ford Pace truck is going to make the hard left-hand turn to the infield. 100 laps, $72,000 goes to the winner, and the 55th running of the World 100 is underway here at Eldora.
28 starters fired at turn 1 out of 2. Davenport will grab the lead early on down the back straightaway. Often talked about going 3 wide now. On the bottom, it's Madden. Thornton runs in second as we come out of turn number 4. And 1 lap in the books, and Jonathan Davenport out in front.
Jonathan Davenport trying to stretch out that advantage early in the going in this one. We know what happens. We know how the air works at Eldora. We know that it only takes about 8-9 laps for the leader to reach the tail end of the field, and we know what happens then. And JD looking to set sail and pick up number 6 in 49.
Thornton in second, Madden third, Hoffman fourth, Garrett Smith hanging right there in the 10 car. He's won a $100,000 victory. That was at the dirt track at Portsmouth back in 2022. Is Jonathan Davenport out in front here with 1.8 already, the advantage over Chris Madden now, who has gone to second in 44.
Yeah, Madden took the second spot away from Ricky Thornton Jr. that last time by. You're looking back now on the battle for the 6th position. Brandon, or the 5th position rather, Brandon Overton takes it away from Garrett Smith this time by at the stripe. 4 laps in the books in the World 100.
Right now, all 28 starters. We'll keep an eye on Dale McDowell. He started 19th. He is right now back to 24th. Bobby Pierce runs in 26th. As we head into turn number 3 for your leader, Jonathan Davenport, the Lansadar Lelanders, Double L Motorsports, Cornet-powered Longhorn. Chris Madden, 1.2, trying to stay in contact of him. Remember, those two ran the last few laps there close together in the Eldora Million a few years ago. And Chris Madden, he's got the talent, he's got the equipment. Can he finally get it done here tonight as they head into turn number 3? JD, as they come off of turn 4. Chris Madden score lap number 7 here tonight of the World 100.
Chris Madden keeping pace with him right now as we double it up for you at home. That is the battle for 3rd on your screen. Nick Hoffman, we've talked about it how many times. He is so good, and he's trying to get that Ty Touring number 9 into the 3rd spot. On the right side of your screen, a whole host of cars back there. That is 9th, 10th, and 11th. It's Carson Ferguson, the 93, Ethan Dodson in the 74X, and Ryan Gustin in 19R.
Down the back straightaway, DJ, it's down to 0.8 of a second already here. And again, a long way to go, but Chris Madden right there in the 44 car for Cale Green into turn number 1. It is still 0.8 of a second. Off at turn number 2, that's about 5-6 car lengths down the back straightaway. Brandon Overton is up to 3rd, DJ, from 7th. And the Anthony Burroughs crew chief car. Does Overton, who won this race a couple of years ago, right in 2021, showing some muscle here early on tonight.
Remember what he said? They're all talking about that 49. That's what he said. And don't look now, but they're about to be talking about the 44. Chris Madden reels in your race leader, Jonathan Davenport. He's about a car length higher as they head into turns 1 and 2. 11 laps in the books, and whoa, man, we needed a PSG there. Well, Jonathan Davenport may be happy for it. Everyone else looking for a PSG.
And it's
Josh Rice. Yep.
The Rick Jones Team Synesis number 11, current Northern All-Star points leader. Looks like he got into the wall as he heads down to the hot pit.
Yeah, right rear damage on the 11R of Josh Rice. And he's going to drive all the way down to the end of the staging lane and come to the attention of his crew, guys.
Yeah, it was like all 4 Hoosier tires up on that race car, but he has mangled the right rear quarter panel, the right side of the deck, and the spoiler on that 11. Looks like he's backed it into the concrete or maybe got over that berm at the top of the racetrack, the cushion, I should say. They're going to go to work on the right rear of that race car, try to get him back out there. Probably the guy that wanted to see that caution the least right there, though, was Chris Madden. He was really starting to hit his paces and reel in your leader, Jonathan Davenport.
Sean Full with the crew chief on the 11 car, but Brandon Overton right there, and we're going to have double file, of course, restart as we see the replay.
There's your 5-star bodies replay from the drone. You're going to see Rice here, right there. Ooh, someone
track there.
Yeah, someone. Is that Pierce? Maybe. Yeah, it looked like Pierce bobbed a little bit, or maybe even the car bottomed out. And when that happened, Rice slid up into the wall.
So an update on Dale McDowell. He's in 23rd right now. Bobby Pierce in 25th. But yeah, it was starting to get interesting right there. But Brandon Overton's got a good hot rod. He started in 7th. He's up to 3rd. Double file restart. It'll be Davenport and Madden. Overton Thornton is the Eldora pace track, makes his way to the infield. DJ, 11 laps in the books, 89 to go in the World 100.
Jonathan Davenport, we talked about it, that 49 is good on restarts. Chris Madden says, I can be good on restarts too. He's got to run on the outside. Tuck back in line now down the back straightaway. Oh man, and Madden, you saw him. The 49 just spoiled the air on the snout of the 44. You saw that car just kind of set down in the corners, and Madden's going to have to regroup.
Bumpy in 3, no doubt about it. Down the back straightaway, Overton's going to run side by side with RTJ in a 3. Then you have 3-car battle behind them between Nick Hoffman, Brandon Shepard, and Brian Shirley as Jonathan Davenport still leads over 4. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Thornton sneaks there, and Thornton will go to 3rd as he's gotten around Brandon Overton.
Their pole sitter tries to take 3rd back away from Brandon Overton. It was official that time by the stripe. Overton, though, going to try to battle back on the outside. As this happens well behind your race leaders already, about a full second behind Jonathan Davenport and Chris Madden as this battle for 3rd. Brandon Overton going to take the 3rd spot back from Ricky Thornton Jr. that time at the line.
Those bumps definitely upset the cars. We know Davenport. It's 1.2 the last time around. Chris Madden, Brandon Overton, he struggled the last couple of nights now, but right now, good hot rod again here tonight as he's right now in 3rd. Thornton, Hoffman, Shepard, Shirley, Garrett Smith, Gustin, Ethan Dotson runs in 10th.
Yeah, good run for Ethan Dotson going right now as well. Dennis Earp Jr. has worked his way up to the 11th spot. Ethan Dotson, James, you just talked about him. He's in that Merle Haggard tribute car. Okie from Muskogee. Mama tried. Think I'll just stay here and drink, and that could be what happens if the 74X finds victory lane tonight.
Down the main straightaway, Chris Madden trying to reel him in. 1.1 the advantage. They're about a straightaway behind the tail end of the field. Josh Rice is out of the race. So we got 27 of the 28 starters. By the way, Pierce is up to 19th. McDowell still in 24th. Meanwhile, Chris Madden slowly but surely, Dustin, reeling in the 49 car. The 2 veterans down the back straightaway. 15 laps as they work lap 16 now.
And Nick Hoffman continues to work over the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. And he's got to run down to the inside in a battle for the 4th spot. Hoffman with a run. RTJ will have it by 1/100th of a second. That time by at the stripe. Hoffman clears him off corner number 2. Thornton going to try to get a run down the back straightaway. 19 laps. It'll be 20 scored this time by. Does Hoffman have the 4th spot from RTJ? He does.
Okay, out of turn number 2. By the way, Bobby Pierce is up to 15th. Keeping an eye on that 32 car, the #1 ranked dirt late model driver of the nation. The defending World 100 winner, Jonathan Davenport, trying to win his 6th. Chris Madden trying to win his 1st. Brandon trying to win his 2nd, runs 3rd. Then Hoffman and Thornton now out of turn number 2. Only 1 caution so far as we have completed 21 laps here tonight.
James, you called it. Madden has reeled back in the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. He actually had a real good run on him that last time by, kind of backed off of a little bit as the 49 has once again caught the tail end of the field. Jason Feger going to be the first driver to go 1 lap down in the 25 on the right side of your screen. Nick Hoffman has caught and passed the 76 of Brandon Overton. He's going to try to make it official this time by at the scoring loop with 23 laps in the books.
Jonathan out of turn number 2. About a 10-car length lead over Chris Madden. And it's Hoffman, Overton, Thornton, Shepard, Shirley, Gustin, Carson, Ferguson 9th. 10th remains Garrett Smith as they come off of turn number 4. Now Madden has got to deal with the current Mars points leader Jason Fager. Madden will make quick work of him out of turn number 2. JD down the back straightaway. No lap cars between 1st and 2nd.
Battle for 4th on your screen as Brandon Overton trying to hang on to that spot. Ricky Thornton Jr.'s got to run down to the inside. 20 RT started on the pole, fell back. Now he's going to work his way back to 4th. Overton is 5th. You mentioned Shepard is 6th. Bobby Pierce just lost a spot. He was up to 15th. He runs 16th this time by at the straight. Dale McDowell, who had fallen to 26th, has worked his way up to 20th that time by at the line.
26 laps complete. It's 1 second the advantage for JD out of 2. No lap cars between the 49 and the 44, but there's 4 cars running side by side. 2 by 2 in front of your leader. Davenport's going to have to take through the middle. And he comes out of turn number 4 as he gets around the 71 of Hudson O'Neal.
And he made a nice move there to do that. Max Blair will be the next driver to go 1 lap down. And Jonathan Davenport will work by him. Meanwhile, Brian Shirley and Brandon Shepard going at it as a pair of drivers from the land of Lincoln race side by side for 6th. That's Brandon Overton just in front of them in the 5th spot. 72 laps remaining in the World 100, and Brian Shirley will take the 6th spot away that time from Brandon Shepard.
Davenport trying to stretch out the lead here. Long green flag stretch of racing. Only 1 caution so far. Davenport off of 4 now. Behind the 111 still a Max Blair in his first World 100.
And don't look now, but Nick Hoffman is slowly reeling in your 2nd place car of Chris Smokey Madden. That's the battle on the left side of your screen.
Yeah, he's Ty Torrig. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be very happy. He's had a good weekend. He came in as the points leader here tonight. And right now, he is eyeing that 2nd spot. Again, he was 3rd of the Dirt Late Model Dream, and right now you're about to have all the top 3 here on the same straightaway, and you do as they enter turn 3. JD still battling with traffic with the 111 of Max Blair.
And that happens just in front of the 2nd place battle. That's on the left side of your screen between Chris Madden and Nick Hoffman. On the right side of your screen is the battle just behind them for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Brian Shirley has 5th. That's Brandon Shepard on the inside in Rocket 1. He's going to take 6th spot away from Brandon Overton. 69 laps remaining, 31 scored in the World 100.
Davenport, and that time Madden went underneath the holes in turn 3, the humps. Right now they are there. Out at turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Jonathan Davenport, Chris Madden, Nick Hoffman. You see the battle back here. That is Thornton, Shirley, and Shepard, but all eyes up front as Nick Hoffman goes to the bottom on Chris Madden out of turn number 4.
He's got a run, and they're both closing in, as you said, James, on Jonathan Davenport. Top 3 covered with a blanket. Now Madden down to the inside of JD. Not going to make it happen. You can't push too hard too early. Madden going to wash up the racetrack. Now Nick Hoffman going to go back down to the inside. They're both just a stone's throw behind your race leader Davenport. Hoffman, does he clear Madden? He does not at the stripe. It's 9/1000ths of a second. The advantage for Madden in 2nd.
Meanwhile, Thornton had meanwhile, Davenport had to throw a slider, get around under the car. Meanwhile, Madden battles back on Hoffman. Tries to muscle his way around Nick down the main straightaway. They're still side by side, and by a nose, I believe that was Madden that time in that great battle for 2nd, and they come out of turn number 2.
Hoffman had him. Hoffman had him by 22 1/1000ths of a second. It's getting tight back there. It's allowed Jonathan Davenport to pull away just a little bit. Madden going to try to clear him, making a great battle for 2nd in the World 100, and Madden will take the spot back.
And Ricky Thorne Jr. starting to close down the tour. Here comes the 20 RT. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3, it's Davenport. Madden, Hoffman, Thornton, Shirley, Shepard, Gustin, Overton, Garrett Smith, Dennis Herb Jr. right now runs in 10th as they head into turn number 1. It is 1.4 seconds for the 49, Dustin.
Yeah, it had shrunk down to about, and we got a caution flag on the speedway for the 2nd time in this race. Debris on the racetrack. You see it on the screen, and with 37 laps scored, that will bunch the field back up once again. Davenport, Madden, Hoffman, Thornton, Shirley, your top 5. Guys, down to you.
Brandon Overton down to the hot pit. They're going to take a look on the factory Longhorn at number 76 as they're leaning to get a word with him. Looked like all 4 tires are up on that race car, but maybe something he did not like as he had started to fade just a little bit. And now Tim McCready's going to make his way down as well. And the car, a tribute to his dad, the late great barefoot Bob McCready. They're going to go to work under the rear of that race car. And now Hudson O'Neal, in a very jammed up pit road down here, makes his way down. He'll head down to his crew. All 4 tires up. And you got to think Randy Weaver, as we approach the halfway mark, it's time to make adjustments if you're going to have anything to say about the outcome of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys just took an opportunity to come in and try something to get a little better. But I still think, I know JD's just setting the pace, but that 9th car is awful good. He can row the middle without having to scoot his car around or even overdrive it. So I really think if he could have cleared Madden there where he didn't have to hurt his tires, he probably would have been running JD down. But once Madden kind of took his line away, there's no need to push it now. You kill your tires so fast here just by overdriving. So Hoffman's using his head, and he's got a really fast race car.
Overton's got a new National Late Model tire for the Hoosier going on the right rear. McCready is going to get a new right rear tire, would appear. Now they're going to go work on the right front suspension of car number 9 as Hudson O'Neal will rejoin the field. Now Tim McCready makes his way back out as some guys we'll keep an eye on who are now going to find themselves at the tail of the pack.
All right, great job down there, guys.
Good job.
Just in time as well, as the caution lights have been turned off.
So still 27 of the 28 starters. Josh Rice, the only car out of the race with 10 laps complete. So it'll be Jonathan Davenport, Chris Madden on a double file restart. Then Nick Hoffman and Ricky Thornton Jr. as the Eldora pace track makes its way to the infield.
37 laps scored, 63 laps remaining. Double file restart, and the green flag flies after the second caution in the 55th World 100.
Chris Mann's going to diamond off the corner down the back straightaway. He'll get a run on Jonathan Davenport. Meanwhile, the battle for third, they're side by side. Hoffman and Thornton into 3. Brian Shirley in there into 3 off of turn number 4. That's Brandon Shepard now has climbed up in there in the 1 car, and he goes to 4th.
Up front, Chris Madden.
Oh,
man. He drove it deep into turns 1 and 2. Man, he drove it down there. Couldn't quite complete the pass, though. And now Madden will go to the high side down in turns 3 and 4. Hoffman still right there.
It's so important, isn't it, as they always say in post-race interviews, to have a maneuverable race car. Well, you know what 49 could do here. Madden's got a good one. Hoffman's been good all weekend. And we've got a caution back out on the racetrack, a 5-star bodies caution on the track.
Oh, and someone has lost. Part of a tire? Yes, it is. And it's either, I couldn't tell if it was part of a tire, if it was the foam P. Yeah, it looks like the foam that goes around the air cleaner on the 71 of Hudson O'Neal. Meanwhile, it's got both of her grandsons out there. Carson's running in 16th.
All right, here we go. 39, my friend, in the books. 61 to go.
Yeah, McCready, O'Neal, and Troutman all make it back out and rejoin the field at the tail. Green flag a wave this time after the 3rd caution of the night. 39 scored, 61 to go, and we're back underway.
You think Madden can clear him at some point? Max Blair problems at turn 4. Can he make it off the track? And Max at his first World 100 is out. Davenport such good on restarts, throwing it in on the bottom.
Thornton.
Ricky Thornton Jr., your pole sitter now, back to 2nd place here.
Wow.
With 40 complete.
And Madden slips up. I didn't slip up. Hoffman just gets a good run down in turns 1 and 2, James. Nick Hoffman trying to get by the 44 now. So after a couple good restarts in a row, not quite as good of a restart that time for Chris Madden. He'll fall back to 4th now with 41 scored.
9 shy of the halfway mark. Madden ran 2nd for a number of laps. Now he's dropped back to 4th. 5th is Brandon Shepard. Gustin on the bottom and 6th.
James, trouble at the end of the back straightaway for Garrett Smith. He slows, and that will draw another caution with 41 laps scored. So running 2 laps at a time here the last couple laps.
Somebody slows behind him, Dustin.
Garrett Alberson. And Alberson and maybe Pierce might have made contact. Guys, down to you.
Trio of cars. Looks like Fager going to lead the trio and Jason Fager in right rear flat for the 10. And it looks like Alberson, we'll see what they decide to do. I think Alberson's just going to call it a night in 58.
Yeah, Garrett Smith, right rear tire flat on the number 10 car. The Georgia driver will get a new shoe on the right rear. Meanwhile, Max Blair further down pit road, climbing out of the 111.
Again, Hudson O'Neal, they've made a lot of changes on that 71. Looks like they're going to do the same as well.
Three cars out of the race, Rice, Blair, and Alberson. And the 5-star bodies replay what happened between as the 10 car slowed in 4 as we had the caution. We'll see what happened here.
Yeah, here they come off of the corner. Pierce drifts up the racetrack, and Alberson was just there.
So contact between the 2 and Garrett off the pace. So Smith and Alberson, as we'll see it Well, that's after the contact.
Yeah, you see Alberson slowing there, and the 10 had already slowed as well.
All right, 41 down. Davenport and Thornton now back where we started at. This time Davenport will be on the inside and Thornton will be on the outside.
Well, the yellow light's turned off. You see they're still trying to get the right rear changed on the 10 of Garrett Smith. They will, and he will hustle down the pit lane and rejoin the field at the tail. Fourth caution flag of the race. 41 in the books, 59 to go. Jonathan Davenport has been your leader since the drop of the green flag, and the driver that started alongside him on the front row, Ricky Thornton Jr., now on the outside as we go back to green.
Chris Ferguson, 26 to 8th. Here we go on the restart. Thornton's going to go to the outside. Down the back straightaway, he's high in the lead. Can someone finally pass Davenport in this race? He throws it in, and
he leaves him a lane.
We know what happened at Lernerville last week, DJ, and Thornton's got the lead.
42 laps into the books, and you got a new race leader. It's Ricky Thornton Jr. in the World 100. Madness third, Hoffman fourth. Ryan Gustin has come to the 5th spot after starting 12th. Chris Ferguson from 26th to 6th.
Chris Madden running up against the wall. He got up on that cushion. And right now down the back straightaway, it's Thornton and Davenport. Madden on the outside of the Reaper. Ryan Gustin looking for his first World 100 win. The Marshalltown, Iowa driver.
Is that
3 wide out of turn 4.
That's Turbo on the outside. He started 16th.
Uncle T making it 3 wide. Tyler Erb's got a good car. They're still 3 wide out of 2 down the back straightaway. Shepard on the bottom as they split Chris Ferguson. Meanwhile, they're side by side here briefly between Gustin and Madden.
Wow.
We still got 55 to go tested.
And Ricky Thornton Jr. pulling away. He's got a 1 second lead on Jonathan Davenport as we inch closer to halfway. This time by 46 scored, 54 laps to go. Davenport second, Gustin up to third from 12th. Is this Ryan Gustin's year?
Dale McDowell up to 11th. 46 complete. Thornton is 1.3 the last time around Dustin. Down the main straightaway, the top 2 in the Lucas Oil points. Top 2 in the World 100. Good run for Gustin, Madden, Hoffman, Turbo, Shepard, Chris Ferguson, Dennis Erb Jr., Dale McDowell to 10th.
Another one for McDowell. It's just unbelievable. Dale McDowell on the bottom at Eldora Speedway. He had fallen back to 25th, and he has worked his way now up inside the top 10. Chris Ferguson from 26th is in the top 10. Tyler Erb from 16th is up to 6th. Ryan Gustin from 12th is up to 3rd. Passing galore.
McDowell's has about a half track behind. Moran now trying to get it going in 99. It's Thornton 1.4. DJ looking good out of turn 2, but he's going to pick up the tail of the field. If this thing stays green, who knows, right?
Absolutely. Halfway next time by. 50 laps in the books. 50 laps remaining. Ricky Thornton Jr. is your leader in the 55th World 100. Jonathan Davenport is second. Ryan Gustin third. Chris Madden fourth. And Nick Hoffman now rounds out the top 5.
Bobby Pierce still back in 17th. Not made much headway, though. He did early on, but he's back to 18th now. Dale McDowell in 9th. He's got another spot. Ricky Thornton Jr. 1.3 ahead of Davenport, Gustin, Madden, Hoffman, Turbo. Tyler Erb's got a good hot rod as well as he's into turn 3 as he eyes Nick Hoffman. And Madden has come out of turn number 4.
James, would you have any guess as to where Dale McDowell is running?
He's running on the apron sometimes. It seems like he's all over Fergie into 1.
Yeah,
he can't get any lower than that.
Well, I was going to say he's going to get him there. He may not, though. They're going to go side by side. He is so low in the racetrack, the cameras have trouble picking the race car up. That's how low he is here at Eldora.
I wish we had an in-car on him. It was side-by-side battle back here.
Can I key the radio up and talk to McDowell, you think? They're going to key up my Racing Electronics radio and talk to him? Dale, can you go any lower, buddy?
Well, no signal sticks or radios, okay?
Okay, oh, yeah, no, I don't want to be the reason McDowell gets thrown out. Meanwhile, Ryan Gustin and Chris Madden now going at it for the 3rd spot. Gustin's been in that spot the last several laps. Madden trying to rally back on the outside. And at the front of the field, meanwhile, Ricky Thornton Jr. has caught the back of the field, and that's allowed Jonathan Davenport to reel back in the 20 RT.
Yeah, this track's good, isn't it? I mean, they went out and reworked it, and they watered it and filled it up a little bit. Now Davenport into turn number 3. Now Davenport's going to the top now, Dustin, off of turn 4. Thornton still leading as they come across the stripe with 56 laps complete, 44 remaining. Ricky Thornton Jr. at 0.7 of a second the advantage, but he's picking up the tail in the field there with Kyle Strickler in the 8 car.
And you saw the 49 of Jonathan Davenport work by Garrett Smith. So as you can see on your screen, no lap traffic now between RTJ and JD. Again, Davenport well documented going for that record-tying 6th World 100 Championship. Hudson O'Neal out of the race in the 71. Green flag stays out. Strickler goes 1 lap down.
Off at turn number 4, it is still Ricky Thornton Jr. and the Bobby and Jessica Kohler 20 RT. Davenport, Gustin, Madden, Hoffman still your top 5. Ryan Gustin trying to pick up the pace down the back straightaway. There you see the 20 RT working around the 22 star. The current World of Outlaws rookie points leader Drake Troutman in his first World 100 puts him another lap down. Meanwhile, we still have 25 of the 28 starters. Rice, Blair, and Alberson are out.
Yep, McDowell up to 8. There's Tyler Erb and Brandon Shepard. They're the next victims on Dale McDowell's hit list. From 25th to 8th. Well, he didn't start 25th. He started 19th. He fell back to 25th for a couple laps.
The Silver Fox,
yes.
right?
Yes.
David Pearson was the Silver Fox. Dale McDowell of Dirt Late Model Racing, the Silver Fox. Down the back straight with a pair of 1s. In front of McDaddy. Tyler, Brandon Shepard, there you see Nick Hoffman. Off at turn number 4, 61 laps now complete. It's still Thornton, Davenport, Gustin, and the battle right here. Turbo's got some damage on the right rear of that car. Dale Mack down the back straightaway. He'll be running the tire tech line down there for very soon in turn 3 and 4, right? That's where they tech the tires before they're allowed in the lineup chute.
He might be running 16th, but Bobby Pierce, if Dale McDowell running low at Eldora is a guaranteed, how about Bobby Pierce running high at Eldora?
He gets some more cautions, yeah.
He's trying to tiptoe around the top. I don't know if there's just quite enough up there. This track is so good and so even from top to bottom. I don't know he's going to be able to make this incredible high side rally like he often does. Meanwhile, McDowell picked off both number 1s. He's up to 6th.
Doing Dale McDowell things right. We still got 37 to go.
Yeah, nice little green flag stretch here.
Thornton, Davenport, Gustin, Madden, Hoffman, McDowell, Shepard, Erb, Chris Ferguson, Corey Hedgecock in 10th. Remember, Hedgecock had to take a point provisional. He started 20th. He's up to 10th. McDowell, eyes Nick Hoffman on the bottom. There you see Madden in front of them. Here comes the 17M. 65 complete, still 35 to go. McDowell is there alongside the Ty Touring number 9. They'll go side by side down the back straightaway, DJ.
Do you think the camera guys are just guessing, like, because they, I mean, you can't see the car, it's so low on the racetrack. He's going to get 5th. He takes 5th away from Hoffman.
The Mac Daddy cam. Who needs a kiss cam, right? You got the Mac Daddy cam. Down the back straightaway. Madden's in front of him.
Yeah, there's the gap between Dale McDowell in your 4th place car, Chris Madden. Gustin 3rd. Thornton Jr. is kind of inched back ahead here the last couple laps. He's got a 1.8 second advantage now on Jonathan Davenport with 33 to go.
Thornton in number 3. Davenport several car lengths back, 1.8. And Gustin, Madden, McDowell, Hoffman, Shepard, Tyler Erb, Chris Ferguson, Hedgecock, McCready, Erb, Moran, and Shirley English runs 15.
100 laps at this place is a grind, man. I mean, it really is. And so as Garrett Smith pulls in, calls it a weekend, you wonder how hard some of these guys are running, knowing that, I mean, really and truly with 31 laps to go, history tells you that there's a very good likelihood there's going to be a caution in the last 30 laps of this race.
And then it's a double file restart, Thornton.
That's right.
Down the back straightaway, Ricky Thornton Jr.
It's almost like you need to cue up the Jaws music here as Dale McDowell continues working on the bottom of the racetrack. There's Bobby Pierce in the 32. He's now up to 14th on that high side of the racetrack. with Devin Moran just in front of him.
So out of the race, Rice, Blair, Albertson, O'Neill, Garrett, Smith. Still 23 cars running on the track. There you see back there the 99 and the 32. Into turn number 3 as we have 71 complete. It's Ricky Thornton Jr. took the lead on lap 42, and he has led ever since. And right now the advantage, DJ, staying steady at 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, Davenport has taken a tenth or two off of the last couple laps. I've been watching the live timing here in front of me as they come by. And as they come by this time, Thornton, just as we say that, puts another tenth between himself. Brandon Overton calls it a weekend in the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn factory car, and Chris Madden continues right now at least to turn back the challenges of Dale McDowell in the 17M.
Yeah, but for how long? A matter of time. Into turn number 1, Brandon Overton, by the way, they ran as high as third in this race, side-by-side battle there. The two veterans, Dale McDowell and Chris Madden, down the back straightaway. Both moving steady, but Dale Mack may get him this time as they're side by side. They touch that. They might have touched wheels right there. Half a car length for Madden right there. Running in 4th, 5th McDowell, 74 complete, DJ.
And meanwhile, at the front of the field, Ricky Thornton Jr. is having a little bit of trouble trying to find a way around the 74X of Ethan Dotson. He slipped up the last couple laps trying to get by him, and that's allowed Jonathan Davenport to really close the gap. It was a 1.8 second advantage at one point for RTJ. It's now down to 1.1 seconds. We are 3/4 of the way through the World 100, 25 laps to go, 24 laps to go this time by.
So Davenport tried to take the high route. It is a razor thin cushion up there. Thornton has got to get around Dotson. 24 to go. He's got to clear him because he'll have a little bit of gap between him and JD. It's 1.2 seconds. It is slippery. It is slippery from the wall to wall down the main straightaway. Into turn number 1, it's 1.2. 23 laps remaining.
And RTJ
now Thornton did he get
he clears him. So that's going to put the 74X of Dotson between himself and the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. You mentioned it, McDowell up to 4th. And oh, by the way, while all of this is going on, Ryan Gustin just continues to have a great run. Just kind of pedaling away right around the middle or just upper part of the racetrack, running in the third spot rather in the 19R, and Gustin really and truly not terribly far behind the 49 of Jonathan Davenport.
Now he's about 1 second exactly behind JD, as we'll have 20 laps to go. Next time around, Dale McDowell again has cleared Chris Madden. He'll have Gustin on his sights, but he's about 1.5 seconds behind the Reaper. As they head down the back straightaway, Madden goes back to the outside of Dale McDowell. Ricky Thornton Jr. off at turn 4. 20 laps to go in the World 100 for his first crown jewel victory at Eldora, but that is a long way to go, as we know, as we've seen at the end of a race. Double file restart all the way through in case we have a caution.
Yeah, RTJ fell back. Remember, he started on the pole, but he fell back to 5th. At one point, he's been your leader now since lap 42. We had the restart on lap 41. That's when RTJ made his move. And now,
yeah, look at the cars in front of Thornton, though. As Davenport has cleared
and look
another car.
Look,
comes Reaper.
Look at the 17M. Jeez. McDowell now pressuring Ryan Gustin in a battle for the 3rd spot, and they're side by side. You're exactly right, James, in front of your race leader, Brian Shirley in the 3S and Jason Feger in the 25.
I think if you're Thornton or Davenport, you don't want to see a caution, do you? Because that 17M will be right behind you, right? He'll be on your.
I know.
He'll be on your fuel cell in the 1.
Oh, and is Thornton going to clear up? Oh, man, that was a nice move.
That was a good move right there. That. If this thing stays green, wow, and oh man, the lap car is trying to get back up there to Thornton. Davenport well behind him now. It's almost 2 seconds. Gustin, McDowell, Madden, Hoffman, Shepard, Tyler, Erb, McCready, who's pitted a couple of times, is 9th. Chris Ferguson still 10th.
There's the battle for the 3rd spot. As McDowell's got to run down on the inside of Ryan Gustin. Is he going to be able to take that spot away? Dale McDowell has now made the World 100 18 times in a row.
He's now 3rd, Dustin. Still got 15 to go. I'm telling you, 20 RT and 49 do not want to see a caution.
No.
And Dale, he's on to say he was about a half a lap behind there a while back, but right now he's trying to be on the same straightaway as the 20 RT and 49. Here comes 17.
He's the fastest car on the track last time by.
Shocking.
Yeah. the thing is, there's now only 14 laps to go, and there you see second, third, and fourth on your screen. These drivers are 2.2 seconds behind Ricky Thornton Jr. Davenport in the black and gold 49, McDowell where else on the bottom of the racetrack, and Gustin now back in fourth.
Let's check the deficit. He's about 9/10 of a second behind Davenport is McDowell. Ricky Thornton Jr. couldn't move through traffic there. He's got a lot of clean air in front of him off of turn number 4, Dustin. 12 laps to go. And McCready may have an issue in the 9 car, but Dale McDowell closing on the 49 into turn number 1. And we've got
it is.
Caution flag is out.
McCready had slowed. Smoke out from underneath the 9. Kyle, yeah.
Strickler out. Oh, man.
Well, well, well. 88 laps scored. McCready out of the race with smoke billowing out from underneath the 9, guys.
Man, what a spot. Rooting for McDowell, but man, RTJ and 49's fixing to see who's who right here on this restart. I couldn't guess. I'm thinking RTJ, but these restarts change everything.
Well, let's ask the crowd. How many folks think Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to win? How many folks think Jonathan Davenport? How many are pulling for the 59-year-old Dale McDowell?
You're a man of the people.
12 laps to go in the 55th World 100. We're back underway.
They fired at the apex at 3 and 4. Good restart for Thornton into turn number 1. They're trying to go 3 wide for second. McDowell on the bottom. Squeezes up Hoffman down the back straightaway. Dale McDowell. They will have 11 laps to go. Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to get away. Davenport up top. Hot through the middle. That is Gustin down the main straightaway. Second spot, they can taste it into 1, but Thornton leads 10 to go. Next time around, Dustin, we got a car up and problems in turn 2.
It's Chris Madden.
Oh, man.
Madden, and I believe Hoffman may have made contact. I don't know what happened. I could be wrong, but that will bring out the caution again. Now 11 laps remaining.
And we scored it.
And it was a fully scored lap.
Davenport to the pits.
Oh my!
Davenport to the pits.
Flat right rear tire. A flat right rear tire, guys. Oh my goodness.
And Dale McDowell is second. Dale McDowell is second. We got a lap in 89. And Jonathan Davenport to the hot pit.
The storylines write themselves at Eldora Speedway in the World 100.
Why do you think this one? You can't think this race gets any bigger, right?
There's a
bigger
reason.
and better next year.
There is
How about right now?
reason this event is sold out.
And guys, Chris Madden down here in the hot pit as well. They're going to go to work on the left side of that race car. Man, wholesale story changes in the closing laps of this one. Randy Weaver, if you're the 20 RT, you definitely want the inside on this restart, am I right?
Absolutely. You want to put Dale McDowell where he ain't been in 3 or 4 days. But I'm telling you guys, that's probably why the 49 was pushing so bad. That tire was probably going down on him a little earlier than that.
Well, Ricky, they can see the scoreboard, right?
And
so
he'll fall to the tail end of the lead lap cars, by the way, right?
Who's
or does
that?
he go all the way to the tail, the 49? If he can
the
make it
lead
back
lap
down.
cars should be
Okay.
the lead lap cars.
So he should go back to, 16th then, unofficially. It's unofficial until it becomes official.
Thornton can see this. Thornton can see the scoreboard, right? He knows 17M what to do here on this restart. 11 to go.
Do you think Thornton is looking at the scoreboard, seeing the 17M is in second?
You know,
thinking,
under
where the
caution,
hell did he come from?
He came from 19th.
Yeah, well,
he came from
25th
Chickamauga, Georgia.
25th at one time, yes. All right. Caution lights are turned.
Well,
Caution lights
we're
are
going to
turned
show
off.
a 5-star replay, but we got 11 to go. Thornton, McDowell, Gustin, Hoffman,
Turbo from 16th.
Shepard. Oh,
my.
man, on the restart, the apex at 3 and 4. Thornton fires down the main straightaway, 11 to go.
Boy, I'm incredibly surprised Dale McDowell didn't rip the top. No, I'm not. McDowell down to the bottom, going for the lead. Turbo throw the slider in there. Side by side momentarily down the back straightaway. Thornton knows where Dale McDowell's going.
He's got to
going
stick
to the
it
bottom.
on the bottom, doesn't he?
Here comes
He's got to
Hoffman.
stick it.
Here comes Hoffman.
Nick Hoffman to the outside, and Hoffman will go to second. Nick Hoffman now down the back straightaway. The 32 car is 7th. 32 to the outside, but we've got 9 to go. Up front, Thornton, Hoffman, McDowell, Gustin, Turbo 5th.
Hoffman going to stay in that second spot as those two drivers battle for the bridesmaid honors. It's still Ricky Thornton Jr. out front, 9 laps to go in the 55th World 100. Does Nick Hoffman have anything left in the tank? He's trying to close in on Ricky Thornton Jr., 8 to go.
And he'll cut 1/10 of a second off. The tie Touring number 9 down the back straightaway, 8 laps to go. Thornton, Hoffman, McDowell to settle it as they pulled away from Turbo and Gustin. He's trying to keep it down there as low as he can go. McDowell starting to pick it back up again. He'll challenge Hoffman into turn 1. 7 to go for second.
They will not catch the tail end of the field with just 7 laps to go in this one, James. This battle for second now 1.1 seconds behind your race leader, Ricky Thornton Jr. There's the gap, the 20 RT, the battle for second, the 9 and the 17 M6 to go.
5 to go next time around. McDowell trying to clear Hoffman. Does he have a shot if this thing stays green? He will clear him into 3. No, they go back side by side. Turbo back and forth. 5th is Gustin. Thornton through the middle. McDowell will clear Nick Hoffman, but he's only got 5 laps to catch him.
And he lost another 1/10 of a second that time as well. It's 1.6 the advantage. Hey, Dale McDowell made up 6 car lengths on the last lap here on Thursday night. He's never out of it. On the right side of your screen, the battle for 7th between Pierce and Ferguson, 4 to go.
You know they're slipping and sliding that 20 RT right now. It's 1.7 seconds down the back straightaway. He has got to go and go now or hope for a caution. Meanwhile, Hoffman's going to challenge him on the outside, and Ricky Thornton Jr. is 3 laps away from a crown jewel victory at Eldora.
McDowell took a 1/10 off of it that time by, but it's not going to be enough, James. 3 laps to go in the World 100. Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to win it for the first time. McDowell trying to win one outright. Hoffman trying to put his name in the mix. 2 to go.
White flag, Rob Penrod. This time around for the 20 RT, the Bobby and Jessica Kohler, the current Lucas Oil points leader, the defending series champion. Off at turn number 4. Down the main straightaway, Dustin Jarrett, 1 lap to go for the Chandler, Arizona native.
Final time around at Eldora Speedway. He's worked his way up through the ranks. He's won in stock cars. He's won in go-karts. He's won in micros. He's won in modifieds. And as they come off turn number 4, Ricky Thornton Jr. is a winner in the World 100. Dale McDowell will finish 2nd. Nick Hoffman 3rd, Tyler Erb 4th, and Ryan Gustin will round out the top 5. Brandon Shepard 6th, Jonathan Davenport rebounds for 7th, Chris Ferguson from 26th to 8th, Bobby Pierce from 27th to 9th, and Tanner English will unofficially round out the top 10.
It's official, guys. The winner of the 55th Annual World 100, Arizona native Ricky Thornton Jr. In 55 editions, he becomes the 33rd different driver to claim the coveted globe, and he'll be the first one to do it that hails out of the state of Arizona. The Bobby and Jessica Kohler Motorsports 20 RT as he pulls on the Eldora Speedway victory lane stage. Zach Frill's in the gang as he picks up his 23rd win of the year and the biggest one by far, worth $72,000 here tonight. His wife Shay's down there waiting to congratulate him as he prepares to climb out of this race car. Again, a first-time World 100 winner. This year it's worth $72,000, the most this race has ever paid to win. But more importantly, those coveted Globe trophies. His buddy Max Blair waiting down there to congratulate him. Race fans, he grabs the checkered flag. He climbs out of the race car. How about it for your 55th World 100 winner, RTJ Ricky Thornton Jr. There's There's nothing like victory lane at Eldora, and in the World 100, Zach Frilds picks him up. All 4'11" of Zach Frilds. He picks Ricky Thornton Jr. up over his head. Ricky's wife, Shay, a big hug, a big kiss, a big embrace. Max Blair down here, their travel buddies. Bobby Kohler, the car owner on this 20 RT.
Do we have confetti, Ben?
We're going to get some confetti for the kids. Big hug from the car, and we're getting him in front of the race car over here. Ricky Thornton Jr., you are a World 100 champion. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it means the world, honestly. Man, you never know how tiring it gets. You're good, but you're never good at Eldora. So honestly, today I didn't really have a lot of confidence. You can never let your guys know that, though. So I don't know. I felt like there early I was just trying to ride. And I'm like, man, it kind of feels like the dirt track last year. Like, I feel like my car's really good, but I just can't do something dumb and hit the wall. And we got that restart, and I was able to get by Hoffman and Madden. I'm like, man, I might actually have a shot at this. And then I don't know if it was determination or what. I got a really good restart, and I stayed next to JD, and I knew he was going to move up. I'm like, all right, if I can just dictate where he's going to go on this restart, we're all watching that board get in turn one, trying to see exactly how much of a gap you have and don't have. And I don't know, I was able to get by him, and then I was running scared probably the next 15 laps. Every time I was coming down the front straight, I go, man, is he going to go to the outside? Is he going to go under me? I feel like I could hear him. Kind of crazy. We get that last restart, and it's Dale up next to me. I'm like, man, I gave my heat race away a couple nights ago to Dale. Hopefully I can get a good start and get out front. And he got under me off of 2, and I'm like, man, if he gets in that traction down there, he's gonna drive right by me down the back straightaway. And I got a really good start. Man, like I said, my boy's been working hard. We built this thing new. Hopefully, we're trying to make it our Eldora car. That way, we could slowly just get it better and better. And I feel like Sunday definitely helped us be able to come out and run the Baltus, and was able to work on it. And I don't know, we kind of went to the drawing board a little bit today, and just I feel like every time I get here, I overthink it and don't do exactly what I need to do. And tonight, I tried not to do that. And really, we didn't change anything from the heat race to the feature. And normally, if you know me, that never happens. So I don't know. Overall, it's just crazy. And finally,
You're a fierce competitor. All anybody wanted to talk about was 49 and 32. Did that feed an anger or a fire leading into this event, or did you tune all that out? Where were you at on that situation?
I mean, I think all of us knew the 49 was the one to beat. He's kind of been the one to beat here the last few years. At one point, I could see Bobby in front of me. I'm like, well, if I can see him in front of me, then I know he's not going to pass me. So, I mean, obviously, you hate knowing coming to a racetrack where a lot of people count you out. And I don't know, I tried to be as methodical as I could and just make sure I did every right move and didn't put myself in a bad situation and all that. And finally, it worked out.
Bobby and Jessica Kohler, last July, they come into your life in the blink of an eye. The big hug down here. What does it mean to gave them their first Lucas title last year? You give them their first Globe tonight. What does that mean to you?
Bobby told me a couple months ago there was one race he wanted to win, and it was this one. I feel like I said, it was a brand new car, brand new motor, everything on it was new. Kind of put all our eggs in one basket just to try to get better here. Like I said, just normally I don't do a very good job here, and I'm just glad we can get them one.
You and your wife, Shay, man, you've had the past couple of years. That hug, what does that mean down here for you on this stage?
Oh, it's huge. She's been with me along this whole journey. I kind of wish my boys and my little girl were here. It definitely sucks, but at least my wife's here. A couple of guys are actually giving me crap earlier, like, man, if you don't win and then you win the next race and your wife's out there, you're just gonna have to tell her to stay home. So I'm glad she was here for it. Like I said, it's been a lot of work, and like you said, last year, whenever we got to this team, it just instantly felt like family, and I'm just excited for the future with them.
Who do you want to thank on this race car?
Obviously, Bobby and Jessica Kohler, KP, Zach, Seth, everyone, Jordan, Evan, my wife, my kids, Bryce, Jill, Skylar, just Jug. They've all been helping a ton. Hooker Trucking, Coltman Farms, Bill Stein Shocks, Longhorn, Sunoco Race Fuels, Matt Mann Designs, my brother AMD Wraps. This thing looks really good. Lone Wolf Petroleum came on for this weekend, and I'm glad we can get them in victory lane. Like I said, there's so many different people that's helped me throughout my career, and hopefully we can still keep being competitive for years on.
What have you got to say to Ricky Thornton Jr. Nation that was cheering when you took that checkered flag?
I got to thank all of them. They've stuck with me thick and thin whenever I was terrible, and this one's for them.
Your 55th annual World 100 winner, Ricky Thornton Jr. We'll head down to Mike Norris.
Man, the interview I did not want to have this weekend for the second year in a row. You've made this race 18 years in a row now, and for the second straight year, you've come home second. I think that invert may have got you a little bit, but let's get right to the race. That last caution comes out. You said, I think everybody was happy to see it, but at that time you were turning some of the fastest laps. You were catching the leaders. I don't think you needed that caution, did you?
I don't think so. I mean, we don't know. I just, on depth perception, I was catching them, and I don't know if I could have got to them, but I definitely had some momentum going, and then it's kind of like the tires sealed up a little bit, and I couldn't take back off on those restarts. So I don't know. I needed to carry momentum. We're lacking just a little bit of compliance, and race cars are just a little rigid. Shane said, like when we lost fuel load, it got a little bit more rigid. So, I mean, I'm dejected a little bit. I'm bridesmaid, but you can't be dejected, you know. And with this crowd and the best racers in the world here, so I'm proud to be a part of it. And you know, 2 firsts and a second over the weekend. I just, man, I want to get one before I quit, but. Hopefully we'll be back next year, and it looks like we're going to be back next year, so hopefully we can take another shot at it.
Well, I was just going to say 2 preliminary wins and a second, and doggone if that caution didn't come out. Damn it if you weren't going to win this thing, Dale. Come on back. Keep entertaining us. We love you, brother.
Well, we love you guys too. Thank you. Thank all you race fans for coming out. Thank Tony, all the track staff. Track was awesome. You know, Tony and all the track staff, you know, did an awesome job. All of our sponsors that we've mentioned all week, you know, we couldn't do it without those guys. You know, look forward to coming back. So we'll see y'all next time.
Next time, drive right on by me, head to victory lane, all right?
Man, I won't try.
Come on, Eldora. Dale McDowell comes home second. What a weekend. And coming home third in car number 9, we got to get Nick Hoffman up here. Man, what a weekend for this driver. Pop the NOS. Use that last restart to battle with some of the best in the business. Hey, you told me 3rd in the dream, 3rd in the world.
Yeah.
Man, I think you're starting to figure this place out as well.
Yeah, for sure. I just, in the middle stage of that race, I didn't feel very good. I was a little too loose, and then we had that last restart, and I was able to restart on the outside and get a really good start and get to second there. And I felt like at that point, Ricky was kind of vulnerable. He looked like he was sliding a little bit, and I felt like I was going to be able to get to him. And then about 2 laps later, I felt like I was sliding too much, and then Dale drives right back by me. So, yeah, just put that down on our notebook, just a little too free there, and probably should have tightened up a little bit more and killed the motor probably back a little bit. So, you know, it's just part of building a notebook and trying to get better here. It's pretty crazy to kind of feel down on myself a little bit by running 3rd in the world. You know, it's pretty wild, but it's just the standards I kind of hold myself to. I felt super confident coming into today, and just didn't pan out for me.
It's very cool to see 2 modified guys, Ricky Thornton Jr. and Nick Hoffman right here.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. Everything he's done in a modified, and I've been fortunate my whole career in the modified side, and now both of us made a name for ourselves in the late model side. So we're no longer modified guys, we're late model guys, and yeah, just awesome racetrack tonight. They did a great job tonight, and all you race fans, just unbelievable to race in front of this type of crowd. Everybody watching back at Flo, and everybody that spent money in my T-shirt trailer. I can't thank everybody enough. All my guys: NOS Energy Drink, C&W Trucking, Petroff Towing, Holdren Construction, Lone Wolf Petroleum, Burlisle, Ibach Springs, Bill Stein Shocks, Clement Racing Engines, Longhorn Chassis. It's man, it was almost a flawless weekend. I almost made this thing a modified again at the end of the race, and I don't know. I just got to get just a tick better, obviously.
Ladies and gentlemen, he pops the NOS. He goes to 3rd. How about it for Nick Hoffman?